Most people think you need acres of land to grow real fruit trees. But what if your balcony could fill your kitchen with fruit, sweeter than anything from the store? You're about to discover 12 incredible fruit trees that thrive in pots, perfect for patios, balconies, and sunny corners. And number 4, it practically grows itself. Stick around till the end for a bonus secret that'll supercharge every one of your container trees without spending a dime. Hey there, garden friend. Welcome to Garden Haven for Seniors, where we keep things simple, affordable, and fun, especially for seniors and small space gardeners. I'm so glad you're here because today we're turning even the tiniest space into a thriving mini orchard, proof that you don't need a backyard to grow abundance. If you love saving money and growing your own food, hit subscribe and press the notification bell so you never miss our weekly tips. And tell me in the comments, what's growing on your balcony right now? All right, let's get started. And don't forget, that bonus tip at the end is the real game changer. It's simple, free, and it completely transforms how your container trees grow. Let's dive in. Number 12, Fig Petite Negra, the sweet overachiever. Number 12 is one of those plants that over-delivers every single time, the Fig Petite Negra. The first time I grew one, I couldn't believe how fast it took off. I had it in a small pot on my patio, and by midsummer it was loaded with fruit. Here's the crazy part most gardeners don't realize. Figs actually love being slightly root-bound. That gentle stress makes them fruit faster and sweeter. It's like the tree decides, all right, time to reward you for giving me cozy roots. Stick with compact varieties like Petite Negra or Chicago Hardy. They stay under 5 feet tall, fruit on new growth, and keep producing even if winter cuts them back. Perfect for cooler climates, small patios, or sunny balconies. For setup, grab a 10 to 15 gallon container with good drainage, place it where it'll get at least 6 hours of sunlight. And here's the trick. Let the top few inches of soil dry out between waterings. That small bit of stress concentrates the sugars and makes the figs taste incredible. Once mature, a single container fig can produce 80 to 100 fruits a year, about $60 worth of homegrown sweetness. And they taste nothing like the ones from the store. Softer, juicier, and honey sweet. Here's something fun. Figs fruit on new wood. So even if a cold snap takes the top down, don't worry. It'll come back strong next spring with even more fruit. Picture this. You step outside on a warm morning, pick a sun-warmed fig, and bite into soft golden flesh that tastes like dessert straight from the branch. It's nature's candy, made by your own hands. And remember, that bonus tip coming up later will make this tree, and every other fruit you grow, even healthier and more productive. You won't want to miss it. Number 11, Pomegranate, Nana. Think pomegranates only grow in big gardens? Think again. This little tree might just fill your balcony with fruit, and it's almost impossible to kill. The pomegranate Nana, affectionately called the balcony jewel. Beautiful, forgiving, and tough. This is one tree that truly earns its name. I planted my first one in a recycled food-grade bucket I got for free from a bakery. It still smelled like warm bread and sugar. I figured it wouldn't do much. But within a year, that bucket was overflowing with deep red fruit. That's when I realized. This plant is a powerhouse. Here's why it thrives in containers. Unlike most fruit trees that sprawl out, pomegranates have compact root systems that love confined spaces. That makes them perfect for balconies, patios, or even small sunny corners. Stick with dwarf varieties like Nana or State Fair. They stay small but produce full-sized fruit, perfect for 15 to 20-gallon containers. Pro tip, ask your local bakery or restaurant for free food-grade buckets. They make ideal planters and cost you nothing. Give your tree full sun and water deeply once or twice a week, then let the top inch of soil dry before watering again. And here's the bonus. Once it's established, it's drought tolerant. Miss a watering? It'll forgive you. Here's something most gardeners miss. The smaller the pot, the faster a pomegranate starts to fruit. It's nature's way of rewarding small space growers. When it's happy, one small tree can give you 20 to 30 fruits each season, roughly $70 worth of pomegranates right from your patio. And that's being conservative. Over time, it only gets better. A healthy pomegranate keeps producing for years, stronger and sweeter with every season. Just imagine it. Ruby red fruit glowing in the morning sun, each one bursting with that sweet tart flavor of summer. Proof that even the smallest balcony can grow a little slice of paradise, one fruit at a time. And remember, stay tuned, because that bonus secret coming up soon will make every single tree you grow perform like this one. Number 10 brings us to one of the easiest and most underrated fruits you can grow in a pot, the blueberry top hat. I used to think blueberries were too picky for containers until I tried this. Here's the secret most gardeners miss. Blueberries don't need acres of acidic soil, just the right mix in a pot. In containers, you control everything. Keep the soil between 4.5 and 5.5 pH, and your blueberries will thrive. Here's how to do it right. Mix peat moss with pine bark, or grab an azalea and rhododendron soil blend. It's ready-made and foolproof. Use a 14 to 16-inch pot with drainage holes and place it in full sun. Now here's where it gets good. Each season, one small top hat plant can give you up to 4 pounds of berries, about $25 to $30 worth of pure sweet freshness. And the flavor? Unreal. These berries burst with sweetness that store-bought ones can't touch. They're the perfect companion for your morning coffee or a backyard breakfast. And get this, when autumn rolls around, the leaves turn a brilliant red. So even when it's not fruiting, your patio still looks stunning. Beautiful, productive, and easy to grow. The blueberry top hat proves small containers can deliver big rewards. Number 9, Meyer lemon. Number 9 is a crowd favorite, the Meyer lemon, better known as the fragrant powerhouse. My patio once turned into a mini citrus grove one spring, and the scent was unreal. If you've never smelled a lemon tree in bloom, you're in for something special. Here's what makes Meyer lemons so unique. They're naturally semi-dwarf and everbearing, which means flowers, young fruit, and ripe lemons can all appear on the same tree at once. It's like nature showing off non-stop. And get this, they thrive in containers. Keep them in full sun at least 6 hours a day, and when temperatures drop below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, just bring your pot indoors near a sunny window. The moment those blossoms open, your whole space smells like summer. Now for the care routine. It's simple. Feed your lemon tree every 2 weeks with a balanced organic fertilizer and water deeply, but only when the top inch of soil feels dry. Treat it right, and you'll harvest 50 to 100 lemons each year. That's around $100 in fresh organic fruit from one container, plus the priceless fragrance that lifts your mood every time you walk by. The best part? It's like having your very own citrus grove in a single pot, bright, fragrant, and full of life all year long. Number 8 is the Dwarf Peach Bonanza, the small tree with big flavor. Most people think peaches are off limits for container gardening, but this little tree changes that story completely. I still remember the day I saw my first bonanza blossoms, soft pink petals glowing in the morning light, and I realized you can grow summer sweetness anywhere. Here's the secret that makes this variety so powerful. Bonanza peaches are self-pollinating and early fruiting, meaning you'll enjoy your first harvest fast. No pollination partner, no waiting years. The fruit? Full-sized, juicy, and sweeter than anything shipped from a store. Setup couldn't be easier. Start with an 18 to 20 inch pot with good drainage. Place it where it gets at least 6 hours of sunlight, and prune lightly after each harvest to keep the canopy open. When baby fruits form, thin about half of them. I know it feels wrong, but it's the trick to getting plumper, sweeter peaches. Now for the payoff. A single bonanza peach tree can yield 20 to 40 peaches per season. That's around $60 worth of fresh organic fruit from one container. And here's the best part. Every fruit ripens right on the tree, not in a truck. Imagine this. You step outside, reach for a sun-warmed peach, and take that first bite. Soft, fragrant, dripping with golden juice. That's pure sunshine in your hands. And it's the moment every gardener lives for. Number 7, Dwarf Cherry Juliet. This is one of my personal favorites. The Dwarf Cherry Juliet. I always dreamed of picking my own cherries, without ladders, without birds stealing them first. What if you could grow all that sweetness in one small pot? Then I found Juliet, and everything changed. This compact beauty stays under 6 feet tall, produces 10 to 15 pounds of fruit each year, and blooms like a dream every spring. Here's the beauty of container cherries. Juliet thrives in full sun and does best in USDA zones 4 through 9, so it's perfect for both cool and warm climates. And because it's in a pot, you can move it anywhere, from patio to balcony, wherever it catches the best light. And here's the secret that makes it truly bird-proof. When the cherries start to blush, you can slip bird netting over the tree in seconds. No pests, no wasted fruit, just baskets of deep red cherries ready to pick. And the best part? You'll enjoy Juliet long before harvest. Each spring, those pink-white blossoms light up your patio, filling the air with the promise of summer. When the fruit ripens, it's perfect for fresh eating, baking, or homemade jam that tastes like sunlight in a jar. And because your Juliet grows in a container, every cherry you harvest is yours. No climbing, no cleanup, no competition. Picture this. A small tree overflowing with rosy fruit, sunlight flickering through the leaves, not a single bird in sight. Juliet proves that container cherry trees aren't just possible. They're beautiful, practical, and pure joy in a pot. Hey, quick pause, garden friend. If these small space fruit tree ideas are inspiring you, take a second to tap that like button. It really helps more gardeners find videos like this. And I'd love to hear from you. Which tree would you plant first on your balcony or patio? Is it the fragrant lemon, the sweet fig, or maybe the cherry that keeps the birds away? Drop your answer in the comments, because I will read every one of them. Number 6 feels like something out of a gardener's dream. The Columnar apple North Pole. The first time I saw apples growing straight up instead of out, I was hooked. It's the perfect tree for anyone short on space but big on harvest. Here's what makes it so fascinating. The North Pole apple is bred for vertical growth. It stretches 8 to 10 feet tall but stays only about 2 feet wide. Imagine that. A full apple harvest from a tree that fits between 2 patio chairs. Here's how to set it up for success. Plant it in a 20-gallon container filled with rich, well-draining soil. Give it at least 6 hours of sunlight a day, and if you've got room, add a second variety like Golden Sentinel to boost pollination and yield. Now for the payoff. Each North Pole tree can give you 15 to 25 crisp, juicy apples every year, about $30 worth of fruit that stores beautifully for months. You'll have your own personal orchard, even if you live in an apartment. And here's what makes it special. When autumn rolls around and you bite into that first homegrown apple, cool, sweet, and perfectly crisp, it's more than flavor. It's nostalgia. It's the sound of fall in your hands. And if you thought apples were impressive, wait until you see the next tree. It's small, sweet, and every bit as rewarding. Number 5. Everbearing strawberries, the continuous delight. The first year I tried growing strawberries on my balcony, I couldn't believe it. One little pot fed me all summer. That's why number 5 absolutely earns its spot. Everbearing strawberries, pure joy in a pot. If you've ever wondered how to grow strawberries in pots, this is the easiest way. Everbearing varieties, fruit again and again from late spring through fall. You plant once, and they just keep giving. For setup, go vertical if you can. Use a 14 to 16 inch wide hanging basket, a strawberry tower, or stacked containers. Plant 6 to 8 strawberry plants, give them full sun, and keep the soil consistently moist but never soggy. Feed lightly each month with an organic fertilizer, and they'll reward you with flowers nonstop. Here's the secret that keeps your harvest endless. Every couple of years, replace your oldest plants with runners from your best ones. It's a self-sustaining system that costs almost nothing once it's going. You're literally growing your next generation for free. And here's where it gets really fun. Once the system takes off, the rewards show up faster than you expect. During peak season, you can pick fresh berries almost daily and bright red, warm from the sun, bursting with sweetness. It's pick and eat freshness every morning. That first bite of a sun-ripened strawberry reminds you what real flavor tastes like. Simple, honest joy that you grew yourself. And if you think strawberries are sweet, wait until you see what comes next. A tree that turns patience into pure gold. Number 4. Dwarf avocado wurtz, the long game legend. Most people think avocados only belong in warm, tropical backyards. But this little tree proves them wrong. The dwarf avocado wurtz. It's compact, self-sufficient, and once it starts producing, it becomes your lifetime supplier of buttery fruit. Here's what makes it so impressive. The wurtz avocado is self-pollinating, meaning one tree is all you need. Give it a roomy 25-gallon pot, bright sunlight, and excellent drainage because avocados hate wet feet. Water deeply, then let the top inch of soil dry out before the next soak. And here's the part that surprises most people. You can absolutely grow avocados in containers, even indoors near a sunny window or outside on a patio, if you bring them in during cold snaps. This flexibility lets you enjoy tropical fruit in almost any climate. Now, patience is the secret ingredient here. It takes 3 to 4 years before your tree starts producing. But when it does, expect 20 to 30 avocados every season. That's roughly $100 to $125 worth of fresh, creamy fruit year after year. Feed lightly every few months with an organic citrus fertilizer, and your tree will stay lush, green, and thriving for decades. And when you finally see that first tiny flower appear after years of care, it's like a small promise from nature. Then comes the moment every gardener remembers: slicing open your first homegrown avocado, perfectly ripe, smooth, and rich. It's more than food. It's the taste of patience rewarded, a reminder that the best harvests are the ones we wait for. Number 3, bananas. Most people think you need a jungle to grow bananas, but number 3 proves you can harvest your own right on the patio. The day I cut my first homegrown bunch, I couldn't stop smiling. The dwarf banana, or super dwarf Cavendish, brings the tropics straight to your balcony. Here's why this little plant is a showstopper. It stays around 3 to 4 feet tall, but produces full-size bananas. It thrives in rich, well-draining soil, loves steady moisture, and absolutely soaks up warmth and sun. Think of the soil like a sponge, moist, never soggy, and your banana will thank you with giant green leaves that look straight out of Hawaii. And yes, you really can grow a banana plant in a pot and harvest fruit indoors. Use a 20 to 25 gallon container, feed monthly with an organic fertilizer, and keep it above 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. If winter gets chilly, bring it inside near a bright window, and it'll keep thriving. Here's the part most people don't realize. In just 18 to 24 months, your plant can produce 50 to 100 bananas in one cycle, the same full-size fruit you'd buy at the store. That's months of smoothies, desserts, and pure tropical pride. And after the main stem fruits, it doesn't stop giving. It sends up new shoots called pups, baby banana plants you can pot up and share or keep to grow even more. It's like your garden is handing you gifts, one stem at a time. Then comes the magic moment, the first time you see real bananas forming on your patio. It's surreal, almost dreamlike, proof that nature still has a few surprises left. And when you finally cut that first bunch, still warm from the sun, you'll realize something extraordinary. You didn't just grow fruit, you grew a tropical experience right outside your door. And if you thought bananas were impressive, wait till you see what number 2 can do. It's the ultimate small space legend. Number 2, Calamondin orange. Would you believe one little citrus tree can perfume your whole patio and keep you stocked with fruit for tea, marmalade, and decor? This is the Calamondin orange, the decorative overachiever. Here's why gardeners fall in love with it. The Calamondin is a cross between a mandarin orange and a kumquat, which means you get glossy evergreen leaves, fragrant white blossoms, and clusters of tiny orange fruit that burst with a sweet tart flavor. It's as beautiful as it is productive. Setup is simple but rewarding. Use a 14 to 18-inch container with excellent drainage. Keep the soil lightly moist and give it at least 6 hours of sun a day. Feed monthly with a balanced citrus fertilizer to keep the foliage lush and the blooms coming. If you've ever wanted to know how to grow Calamondin oranges indoors, this is the easiest variety to start with. A bright window or grow light works beautifully, and in summer it thrives on patios and balconies without skipping a beat. And here's the wild part. While most citrus trees rest in winter, this one keeps blooming. Even in January, it can be covered in flowers, filling your home with that unmistakable orange blossom fragrance. The first time mine bloomed indoors on a cold winter day, I just stood there. It smelled like summer had come home early. Tiny fruits glowing like drops of sunlight, white blossoms shimmering against deep green leaves. It turns any space into a Mediterranean retreat. It's not just a plant, it's a mood booster, a natural air freshener, and a daily reminder that even small spaces can feel like paradise. And if you think this little tree shines, wait until you see number 1. Our final plant is the ultimate small space miracle. Number 1, dwarf mulberry, Everbearing, the year-round feast. We've reached the one tree that completely changed how I see gardening, the dwarf mulberry Everbearing. I still remember the day mine fruited for the first time. It was barely a year old, and yet there I was, standing on my balcony holding a handful of berries I never thought I could grow. Here's the wild part, it never really stops fruiting. Unlike most trees that rest between seasons, this one keeps producing flush after flush through spring, summer, and even into fall. It's like nature's reminder that abundance doesn't have an off-season. For setup, it's easy. Give it a 15 to 20 gallon container, rich, well-draining soil, and full sun. Water deeply, then let the top inch dry before soaking again. It keeps the roots healthy and the fruit strong. After each flush, prune lightly to encourage new shoots, and you'll see even more berries. If you've ever wondered which fast-fruiting tree grows best in containers, this is the one. A well-kept dwarf mulberry can thrive for over a decade, giving you pound after pound of sweet, dark fruit, the kind that tastes like a mix between blackberries and childhood summers. The first time I bit into one, still warm from the sun, I actually laughed. It was that good, rich, juicy, and real. The kind of sweetness you can't buy. And that's why it's number 1. Because this little tree doesn't just feed you, it teaches you something, that even the smallest roots can grow abundance. So if you plant just one fruit tree this year, make it this one. It'll give you beauty, fruit, and a reason to smile every season. Before we wrap up, here's a secret that separates thriving container gardens from struggling ones: mulch. Just 2 to 3 inches of wood chips or straw on top of your soil can completely change your results. Here's why it works like magic. That thin layer keeps your roots cool during summer heat, warm through winter chills, and locks in moisture so you water less. It also breaks down slowly, feeding your trees and improving soil structure over time. I learned this the hard way years ago. Once I started mulching, my container trees exploded with growth. More fruit, stronger roots, and far less stress for me. And the best part? You don't have to spend a dime. Most local tree service companies will gladly drop off wood chips for free because they're just trying to get rid of them. So before you buy new fertilizer or fancy soil, try this simple layer first. It's the easiest, most overlooked secret in container gardening, and it works every single time. So there you have it, 12 incredible fruit trees that thrive in pots, turning even the smallest patio or balcony into your own mini orchard. From the jewel red pomegranate to the generous mulberry, each one proves that you don't need acres of land to grow abundance. Just a little space and a lot of heart. If this video inspired you, I'd love for you to join our gardening family. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and you'll never miss the next tip or idea to make your garden thrive, no matter where you live. And tell me in the comments, which tree are you planting first? Thanks for spending this time with me today, garden friend. Remember, your garden doesn't need to be big to be beautiful. Now go enjoy your plants and let nature do the rest.